Hi, it's me, Vamp, and welcome back to Vamp Play. The other day, when I did the Historic Anthology 3 reveal for cards that are coming to Historic for Magic the Gathering Arena, I mentioned that I'll be doing a separate video on shrines in particular, and I'm going to cover all 5 of the shrines in this video because I think the shrines deserve their own video. Now, ignore this whole legal or not legal stuff. I said not legal in Historic because it technically not only is it not on Arena yet, but Arena kind of had its own universe different from other Magic. Arena doesn't even technically have Pioneer yet, so yeah, we'll see about that when we see about it. But anyway, we're here to talk about shrines, and that's what we are going to do. First, we have Honden of Infinite Rage. It costs 3 to play. It is a red. Now, it costing 3 to play, I'm going to warn you right now, makes it the cheapest shrine out of all the shrines, which is probably because it had the weakest effect. Don't at me, guys. Don't at me. Okay. So, at the beginning of your upkeep, Honden of Infinite Rage deals damage to any target equal to the number of shrines you control. So that's any target. It doesn't say creature or planeswalker. It doesn't say creature or player. It doesn't say planeswalker or creature. It says any target. And that is one shrine. There are 5 shrines, one for each, color type. So if you have all 5 of the shrines out, an opponent would be crazy to let you get all 5 of them out for more than a turn, or even a turn. But if you have all 5 out, you'll be doing 5 damage at the beginning of your upkeep. So if you have keep in mind, it's its own shrine as well. So it's a legendary shrine, so you can't have more than 1 copy of Honden of Infinite Rage on the field, on your side of the field at the same time. But if you do have one of these down, it's an instant 1 damage at the beginning of your turn. So yeah, 1 shrine, 1 damage equal to the number of shrines you control. Yeah, the 1 shrine, 1 damage, 2 shrine, 2 damage, so on and so forth. Maybe you could play a deck that only had 2 shrines and get a bunch of damage that way. I don't know, but let's move on to the next shrine, shall we? Otherwise, we are going to be here all day. This shrine, I'll be honest, it seems like it will go good and okay in the red deck. It's more of a shrine deck, if I'm being honest. But yeah, let's look at the second one, shall we? Honden of Life's Web. Now this is for, of course, Forest. It costs 5 to play. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 1/1 colorless spirit creature token for each shrine you control. So again, if you have all 5 on the field, you will be creating 5 1/1 colorless spirit tokens every turn. If you only have this on the field, no other ones on the field, this is still a shrine, so you will be at least getting 1/1 colorless creature token each turn, so I guess that's better than nothing. Again, it's legendary. All the shrines are legendary, so you can only have one copy of each of them on the field. So, I mean, it's one of those things that it may not be the worst in the world, but 5, let's say that only gets alive for 1 turn. It's cut 5, you only get 1 upkeep with it. You're going to only get a 1/1 creature for 5 mana. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I don't think it's an amazing deal. We'll have to play it out. Maybe if you already have something like Honden of Infinite Rage, maybe if you already have Infinite Rage out on turn 3, then you know, turn 5 pop this, so you can at least be getting 2 1/1s every turn till they kill it. I don't know. But to me, this one seems pretty overpriced. But we'll see. Let's move on to the next one. Honden of Knight's Reach. Now this costs 4 to play, and it is, well, it's good and bad. Okay, let's move on. Let's move to the good. I got 4 to play, which is iffy. At the beginning of your upkeep, you know, target opponent discards a card for each shrine you control. So if you only have this on the field, there'll be discarding 1. If you have all 5 shrines, they'll be discarding 5 every turn. I doubt they're going to let that happen though, because that seemed like all but game over then. So yeah, that's one of those things. I do not per se know what to feel about this, and the bad thing about this card is not only is it going to be a target, but it suffered the same weakness discard decks in general have, which is that this shrine, on one hand it is, one hand it isn't. By itself, it becomes useless if your opponent top decking every turn. Anyway, but if there's other shrines on the field, it's still a shrine, so it technically gives the other shrines powers, which I guess is the strong point of each shrine. Each shrine gives other shrines powers, so it's one of the things that it's not going to be completely useless, even when its ability is null and void or something. So that's something at least. Let's move on, shall we? Honden of Seeing Winds. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card for each shrine you control. Okay, so this is probably one of the double-edged sword shrines, okay? Your opponent, I'll be honest, will probably let you keep the shrine on the field, if any. I'm only saying that because once you have 5 shrines on the field, you're drawing 5 cards every turn. Forget the negative effects that they give to your opponent. You're slowly milling yourself. Now let's go back to the second one real quick. These spirit creature tokens don't even have flying. So you're milling yourself for, let's add it up. 5 damage every turn, 5 1/1 spirit creature tokens. Discard basically your opponent's whole hand at this point, but chances are as late as it takes to have all 5 of these on the field, it's already late game, so your opponent chances are had no hand anyway. And you're drawing cards, yes, but you're milling yourself. So this is a double-edged sword. If it's like down to a point where you only have 1 or 2 shrines on the field, yeah, sure, I can see it. You get to draw 1 to 2 extra cards every turn. So that means you'll be drawing like 2 to 3 extra cards, counting your main card. Now if you have 5 shrines on the field, that means you'll be drawing 5 on your upkeep and plus the 1 you draw every turn. So you'll be drawing 6 cards every turn. So you'll basically be drawing a new hand every single turn. And if you have more than, unless you have a no maximum hand size, chances are you won't even be able to use half of those cards before the end. So in theory, your opponent can just sit back, wait for you to mill yourself. So definitely be super, super careful with this card, okay guys? I cannot stress enough how careful you should be with this card. And now let's move on to the 5th one. Honden of Cleansing Fire. At the beginning of your upkeep, gain 2 life for each shrine you control. Okay. So, in an ideal world, you're getting this shrine out first. You can do 1 damage, plus it costs 3 to play, so it's the cheapest. Then you're getting either this or this out first. Both of them cost 4. Ideally, you'd want this out, so you can discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand at the beginning of your upkeep, which is good. And then, let's see, this costs 5 to play, and this costs 5 to play. This is a double-edged sword. I still think that should be like either earlier on in the game or last resort. This, I mean, you may as well get creatures, I guess, if it's in your hand. And then finally this, you can gain a total of 10 life every turn if you have 5 shrines out, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess. I don't think we have any other shrines in the game besides these 5 shrines, so, you know, that's pretty cool. And quick note, that's, well, kind of reminds me of a weeping angel. Don't ask me why, it's a thing. I have a problem. Let's move on. But yeah, that's all 5 of the Hondens. Like I said, they're coming to Magic the Gathering Arena in the Historic Anthology 3. If you want to see all of the cards previewed, I did a video about that. That should be a card top right in corner. So you guys can click on and check that out if you want to. And I'd love to know your guys' opinions on these particular cards. Do you think they're terrible? Do you think you'll be using one of them? Do you think they are just gimmicky cards? Definitely let me know. Are you as worried about the idea of possibly milling yourself as I am? Let me know all that stuff, comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the future. Thank you for stopping by. Later.